Everybody get on your feet. Everybody, if you can stand, get on your feet now. Let's acknowledge a brother that's been in this. I'll just say, me counting, I'll say at least 50, 60 years in the civil rights struggle. Look young, but don't let it fool you. He's been around at least 50, 60 years doing what he's doing tonight, teaching our people, uplifting our people, elevating our people, putting our people where they need to be, not only in civil rights, but also in nutrition. He can teach nutrition all day long, and he can teach civil rights all night long. Without any further ado, let's welcome our brother, our big brother, Gregory. You want to sit or stand, brother? Okay, the brother's strong, he's gonna stand. Is there a mic stand?
No.
No? There isn't? No.
Maybe first thing we thank and praise God.
Great.
When I'm talking about God, I'm not talking about them isms and osms, you know, bullshit with.
Yeah, for sure.
And I pray to God that your return and my return will be equally safe. Thank you for standing.
I say.
Let me sit down.
Thank you.
They stood for Jesus on Thursday and killed him on Friday. This thing is moving so fast. I'm surprised. And I've been following this for a long time.
Yeah, I know that.
An old black brother taught me a long time ago that the antidote for poison is in the poison.
Yeah, right.
You got some poison, you study that, and you come out with the cure.
Yeah.
You don't find a cure from running away from the poison. And then you think about, you know, what we've been through.
Yeah.
And it look like the real folks that run the stuff know more about us than us. But that's understandable.
Yeah.
But all you got to do is just take his silliness Uncle Tom. Think about that. Just quiet your spirit and think about a tomboy is a tough girl, right? And a tomcat is a tough cat, right?
Right.
So when it gets to be my turn, it becomes weak. You should know that's a lie. Uncle Tom is a shapeshifter. Now, some of y'all don't know what that means, but you will. That means you can turn into anything you want to turn into. We sitting here now with that power, but it's dormant because you bought into the Kool-Aid. And you didn't have a problem. Your mama bought into it, her mama bought into it. But there's a handful of us that didn't buy into it, and a handful of us that did buy into it is crawling out the bowl. You see, there's two types of white folks. The white folks y'all see, they ain't white. And the ones y'all mad at the wrong white folks. The white folks y'all mad, they couldn't help you if they liked you. The white folks that create the problem is the president of Harvard and Yale and MIT and General Motors and all the major companies, but y'all ain't gonna mess with them. Those are the ones that thought they was gonna weigh you down, sister. Stand up, girlfriend. Just give her a good. That brother alive today. For you.
That's right.
When she sets her sights on you, I'd be anywhere in the world. My wife called me and said, you know who's looking for you. And I thank you. And those of you that know me and follow me, you know 98% of my audience is white folks.
Sure is.
And those of you who ever caught me in that scene, I always tell them the strongest two forces in the history of America has always been the black woman in the black church. The black woman in the black church. Somewhere, when we black men find out who you are, you more than just my mama. And what you went through and what you have gone through. Not just with them, but with us. And all that's about to end now. I was in Budapest not too long ago, and the white folks said, "Oh, Mr. Gregory, we couldn't wait till you got here." They think I know everything because I know when to shut up. I came up here for the March Sunday, the Silent March. Oh, that scared white folks to death. They couldn't believe niggas could be that quiet that long, so they thought we were sending signals. And all the folks they put in the march, they undercover, all of them lost their job because they thought they was lying. They didn't talk at all. Father's Day. That's the biggest fraud they could perpetrate on that Father's Day. And those of us men that have children, you know she's the mother and the father. And those of you that suffer into believe that you deserve a day, something wrong with it. You know damn good and well, on Father's Day, they give you them old ugly socks and some old strange looking tie. And what do they give Mom? They gave my wife a $90,000 excursion trip for her and her sister. I didn't even know there were any gray roses. Gray roses. And then what do they give us? See, if you listen to the universe, they tell you. You give you a carton of cigarettes, a box of cigars, and a hunting rifle. I said, do you ever give your mother anything that might kill her? And you fathers can play all your games you want. If you and mommy's in the house, and there's an explosion, and they can only get one person out, you just lay on down and go sleep. Motherhood. They know who to run to. When something happens they don't understand. And grown men on the front line of battle, when they get shot and know they're going to die, they don't call for the captain or the medic, they call for mama. Mama. And one day when we start understanding the code, and those of y'all that's going to live long enough, y'all going to find out y'all been worshiping some frauds. I was on Carl Nelson's show, I guess 3 weeks ago, and he said, Rodney King come out with a new book. Y'all know that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
If we interview him tomorrow, you won't be on the show with us? I know too much about that one. But you better interview him quick. I said this 3 weeks ago, but he probably got 30 days to live. And that was murder. That was murder. Whitney Houston was murder. And y'all freak out over the entertainment game, and the entertainers is not even aware that if you took Hitler and multiplied him by 1 billion times, you couldn't get it. Nothing would come close to the entertainment, not even Hitler.
That's right, yeah.
But y'all worship stuff, dressed, cleaned up. What are you saying?
He wants you to.
Okay.
Master J.
Yeah. So y'all hear me?
Yeah.
So 2 minutes. They fixing it up. 2 minutes. Now think about what they telling us. Two great things have happened in this century. They want to say the moon landed. They ain't never landed on no moon.
That's right.
It ain't got nothing to do with what you believe. They never landed on the moon. And your fool would know the moon is a dark planet. When you look up there and see that light, that's a reflection from the sun. So where them shadows come from the moon if the moon is dark? There is no air on the moon. So why was that flag moving? There's no gravity on the moon. So when you talking about one step and that dust came up and came back down, there is no gravity. It took that shit down in Arizona. But all you have to do is just tune into your inner self. And just be quiet. Stop hating. You know, there's all kinds of Bibles out here, but all of them say the same thing. Love. Now, why do you think somebody would tell you to love your enemy, but there's nowhere in none of this Bible to tell you to love your mama?
Whoa.
Think about that. They don't say love your children. Because they're saying love my enemy because the hatred I will have for my enemy messes me up. And be happy. Y'all act like Jim Moses and a bunch of ignorant, redneck, cracker white folk control you. And once you get past that, they won't touch you. Because they will feel something in you that they can't feel in themselves. You know who we are? There's never been a slave except us. Hear me. There's never been a slave except us that they couldn't keep in bondage 5,000 years. Except us. We got out of there in less than 300 years. Why? When that ignorant white boy come over there and thought he was stealing workers, he was stealing scientists.
Yeah.
I built the pyramid, white boy. I told you to call it the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper and the Milky Way. That's my intent. And then they put your children in school and want to tell you they stupid. And you buy into that. And I hear you black folks on the radio, well, what we got to do? Our parents got to help our children. But suppose my mama is a drug addict, an alcoholic, and a hoe, and my mother and father can't read and write. She can't help me. So once y'all stop taking the cheap way out. The cheap way out. Black on black crime. What the hell is black on black crime? See, that's why one day if white folks started listening to y'all, y'all be in more trouble than you think you are. But we just tired of black folk killing black folk. I said, white folks, listen to what they're saying. They didn't say they're tired of black folk killing. They said they're tired of killing black folk. Then who'd be left? It's a simple deduction. If we go to China tonight, who do you think killing Chinese in China?
Chinese.
If we go to Italy tomorrow, who do you think killing the Chinese in Italy? And if 98% of all white folks was murdered in America last year was murdered by white folks, if they're not talking about white on white crime, why are you stupid enough to talk about black on black crime? You kill the way you live. So you want black folks to stop killing black folks? And join the Urban League, the NAACP, and be here in this group here, and integrate this country. And I guarantee you, if I'm living over in that white suburban neighborhood, and more lady make me mad up and want to shoot somebody, I'm not going to get in my car. I'll come back to the ghetto. I'm listening to black folks on the radio criticizing people who's criticizing criticizing the president. Like, what kind of fools y'all? Niggas criticize King. Niggas criticize Malcolm. Niggas criticize the black movement. So when you think somebody gonna come through and they ain't gonna be criticized by black folk, you crazy? So I really have to apologize to white folks because until Obama got in, I was really stupid enough to believe that all black folks look alike to white folks. Until Obama got in. And I ain't had not one white person walk up to me and say, excuse me, Mr. President. And I sent letters to all black educators apologizing to them. I had about 50 honorary degrees from black colleges. 50. Dr. Gregory. But that little Negro thing still tucked down in there. So I was writing white colleges, asking for honorary doctorates. So I put up on the wall with them black boys. I ain't heard from none of them. Till last week, I get a letter from Penn State. Say, now when we give you one, we'll bring it to you. I said, no. But this trial go right. Y'all won't be Penn State, y'all be State Penn. But it won't go right. This thing runs all the way into the Pennsylvania Supreme Court.
Yeah.
This ain't some little old ignorant little white boy.
No.
And those of you who've never been downtown and went into the big cathedrals, they're all over the world, they're all the same. Go in there and look at the sculpture, little goblins. You see the goblin? The human being with the wings? With them little white 2-year-old boys hanging down in the picture with no drawers on or no diaper on. No girls! And y'all don't know what that means? That's part of their church pedophilia. That's what that's about. You don't understand it because it's not in our culture. But they put it up there. Y'all go see Frankenstein, Wolfman, and Dracula as a horror movie. That's their reality show. That's why I ain't never had sex with a white one of the biggest entertainers in the history of the planet. Never. Not because of love for the sister. I'm just scared of white women. Yeah. Good. Well, you don't have to clap for that. Y'all be clapping for that and locked into that yellow thing. Don't nobody even discuss that. As we sit here now in New Orleans, they still have brown bag parties. They don't know what I'm talking about. You walk into the party, there's a brown bag at the door. You darker than that bag, you can't come to the party. That go on now. Somewhere. So as we unwind this filth, motherfucker, that should not make y'all feel bad for the reason it makes you feel bad. It make you feel bad if you go back and see where it came from.
Right.
When them Spanish Christians, and all them Christians over on the other side of the Atlantic, after they made all the money they could make on slavery, then they want to find Jesus. So they said to America, any more slave ships come across that Atlantic, the black folks on for you, we're going to blow them out the water. And so the white folks here said, well, how we going to do if we can't get no more black slaves? So the white folks said, well, let's take a 14-year-old boy and let him fuck her. That's where the word motherfucker came from.
Yeah.
They put a sack over my head and thought you would know that was your son. But they keep forgetting about the universe. I'm not talking about God and Jesus. I'm talking about the universal law.
Yes.
That ain't never made fingernail grow where my eyelash should have been. Or laid my ear grow in my mouth. Or my knee under my arm. That's who y'all need to be betting on. Never made a mistake. Y'all sitting around moaning and groaning. And there's no filthier song that a black person can sing than that one y'all love. You know what I'm talking about? Somewhere. I get to it. Hold your finger up on it. In the beginning, there was one person on the planet. Y'all know, even if you know you moving, you know the story. They said it was who?
Adam.
Adam. Huh? Hold your finger up. Adam, huh? Now remember the important part about this story. This was before religion, before Buddha, before Muhammad. This was before churches, created by the universal force that created the whole universe. Adam, right?
Right.
And then Adam said to God, what? I am alone. And when God didn't say, how the hell you can be lonely when ain't nobody here but you? I made everything on the planet, and I know I have made two of you. Y'all don't see through that? It ain't got nothing to do with challenging God. It got something to do with challenging bullshit. There is a universal God. And why do you old poor ignorant folk get upset when somebody says, I don't believe in God? You think God needs your ass to defend God? If a welfare mother say Rockefeller ain't got no money, if he argued with her, I'm taking my money out to Chase Manhattan Bank. It put it right there for you. I haven't made two people. So how do you know about loneliness? Well, let's continue on with the story. So then he made what?
Eve, woman.
And how did he make Eve? He took something out of me. Y'all believe that bullshit? We talking about God. That's magic. He never took nothing out of one star to make another star, and there's trillions of stars. He never took nothing out of one mountain to make another mountain. He never take nothing out of one ocean to make another ocean. But when it comes to you, he takes something out of me and made you. And even crazy as the story is, I know Adam had to be a black man, but he's a white man. He went in and took a lobster and made it. Boy, he's ugly enough. It's simple logic. So Adam and Eve, they had two sons, right? Who? Cain and Abel. That's four. Put 4 fingers up. And one boy killed the other one, right?
Yeah.
Now you got 3. Then he went out and got him a wife, right?
Right.
Now you see where motherfucker came from? There ain't nobody but him, his daddy, and his mama. And ain't nobody, universal God put them together if you're going to buy that. And y'all just keep looking across something. And now the whole thing's going to flip. And those of you all that's out there hanging, you're going to be in trouble, so have fun and have fun quick. Somewhere. I can go all over the world and go into a prostitute area, and I can take you with me. Can you recognize the whole by the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they act, the way they chew their gum, the way they wear their wig?
Yes,
You recognize it?
Yes, sir.
Then how can I recognize a hoe by her demeanor, but if you don't tell me you're a Christian, I don't know you one. You're walking down the street, and you say, I'm a Christian. Oh, I'm glad you told me, because I never would. Something as good as you say Jesus is, you should be smiling all the time. You do that when you're eating a good old apple cobbler. You laughing. So somewhere, this whole thing got to... Thank you for forgiving a wretch. How'd it go?
Saving rich like me. Amazing grace.
Oh, yes.
That's the filthiest song that a black person could sing. If you put all the dirty language together for black folks, who wrote that song? One of the number one slave master in the history of the planet. He'd kill you just as soon as look at you. Didn't believe in God, although he came up in the church and known the world over. And then one day he's out on his pleasure boat. And you see this storm coming, and he's been out in that ocean long enough to know this one got him. And he falls on his knees and says, God, I'm sorry, let me repent. And I'll write books and I'll write songs to glorify your name. And the storm ceased. Y'all know the story? Help me with the song.
Amazing grace.
Now listen, no, listen now. Wait. Amazing grace.
How great,
How sweet the
That sweet sound.
that saved a wretch like me.
Now you niggas sitting in church, you don't even know what wretch means, and you saying that saved a wretch like me. A wretch is the filthiest thing that ever lived in the history of the planet, and you sitting there every Sunday singing that filthy song. It's good for him because he was serious. It saved him. Now let's make like he wasn't a slave dealer. Let's make like he was a she and she was the number one hoe that ever lived, and she killed her Tricks, she killed her Johns, and then she saw the storm and she repented. Now, let's say she wrote the song. Now let's say,
Amazing grace, how sweet their song that saved a whole like me.
and would you sit in church and sing a whole like that's the same thing you're doing now? And the reason nobody want to tell you the truth, because the truth makes you angry, especially when it comes to some bullshit you've been buying into. There is a universal God that put this thing together. Napoleon found out about it when he had the mightiest army that ever been put together in the history of the planet. He went over there to Haiti. And they wiped him out. They'll let you know that, but they won't tell you what they did it with. Bamboo, sticks. No, you're talking about hammers.
Okay, yes, sir. Teach, Master.
Bamboo and sharpened spoons. And hooked them onto the bamboo sticks. And beat up an army with all the ammunition.
Wow.
But then white boys went back and knew they was dealing with something they never dealt with before. So they sent the scientists over to go over there and tell us what this is about.
Wow.
And they picked up some American thugs and went over. And we got to study this. This defies logics. And that's when the French found out about shapeshifting. They're the one with the French word voodoo, which they got y'all believing in me. Voodoo, French, means spiritual Adam. You can't see a spirit and you can't see Adam. That's what Uncle Tom is, okay? They would slip on the boat. They slip on the boat, turn invisible, slip on the boat to protect us. And if they got over here, they would spread themselves out 50, 60 miles apart. And if something happened, you need them, all you have to do is vibration, and it would travel with the wind.
Wow.
So if you saw a white mother trying to rape your mother and you forgot you ain't supposed to do nothing about it because you chose to stay a slave, you could have broke away and been killed, but you didn't choose that. Before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my y'all lying. Y'all be saying that damn song on the way to pick cotton. Before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my y'all. So you forgot and killed that white boy. Now all y'all in trouble. Except you, and Uncle Tom heard you and came to you from different angles. You showed him that white boy dead, And the Uncle Tom, the shapeshifter, ate all of it. Clothes, hair, bones, and all. No evidence. That's who Uncle Tom is. But they got you to believe Uncle Tom is something weak. Somewhere. And all you gotta do is just be quiet and feel something. And you're gonna go home and try to figure it out. You can't figure it out. It's there. I am where I am now because I hung out with people who I trusted that would die so they would lie to me. So I don't have to trust them. I know it's real. That's what this is about. And we're moving so fast now. You know, you gotta do is look at it. I love white folks. You know why? Because they never changed on me. They wasn't good and then got bad. The ones that control it, they never been no good. And I've been reading about this punk diamond, J.P. Morgan Chase.
Yes.
When the story folks broke, they said it was $2 billion missing. They ain't said stole yet. Then 3 weeks later, they said $16 billion missing. They said he went to testify before the Senate last week, and you thought he came down from heaven. They was treating him so nice. But there's no difference in that in what you do. Somebody go out there and rob some welfare mother today and kill her and get $20, oh, y'all be upset. But if 5 brothers went into the Chase Manhattan Bank and pulled off the biggest robbery in the history of banks, $5 billion, and 3 well-dressed, intelligent looking there, y'all be high-fiving. Now, since when did it get to be a good crime or a bad crime, Christian? Huh? We'd be high-fiving, everybody be butting. You see what the brothers do? And then you pick up the paper and read about some horrible crime, and how many of you guilty? I sure hope they weren't black. Well, 20 people was killed. 30 little children and old folks was raped. It happened. So since you don't want to be black, who do you want it to be? Name them. Huh? That's a cheap cop-out. I hope there ain't no nigga. I hope they are. Do you understand how silly what this thug have reduced us down to? Oh, I hope that wasn't my son. Well, whose son do you hope it was? It happened. When I was out there Sunday marching in that police brutality line, I really felt bad. Why? I felt bad. Why? Because of black men. I've been black 80 years. And I've hung out with all kinds of brothers. And I ain't never heard a black man say that white racist pig police took his nightstick and hit my car. Have you? Do you know any nigga that will tell you the white cop shot his car? As long as y'all been on the planet, you can kill my mama, my daughter, my grandchildren, but don't mess with my car. And y'all don't feel nothing? Well, maybe you black women's embarrassed because them niggas came out your belly. Them niggas standing on the corner selling dope. Where your children got to pass, the white folks bring it in, but they're not out in white neighborhoods. They're in your neighborhood, and them niggas standing there. They didn't come from Mars. They're not the mafia Italian that brought it here. Them niggas came out your belly. They had little bitty feet, celebrated their birthday with chocolate cake and Christmas, and now them thug niggas that grew up coming out your belly, standing on the corner, terrorizing you. While you send them thug punk nigga men overseas to protect foreigners so they can walk down the corner peaceful, but you don't have that. You out your mind.
Tell it.
And then when somebody come out here, like my sister here, and like Brother Matty, all at once now, they crazy. If Beyonce was in these niggas be lined up around the corner and ain't done nothing for the benefit of humankind. Y'all some most misplaced. Not just you come. It ain't enough for you coming. You should come with 12 other people. Huh? Because if you knew what something good was, you'd say, come on, y'all, let's go down and get some of that pop.
I walk too.
It's a game. It's a game. Somewhere. Bob Marley office called me, made me a $40,000 offer to be his opening act at Harvard Yard in Massachusetts. And I turned it down. That was no attitude. I said, I don't want to do it. I didn't know his humanity. Bob Marley, he was the biggest thing on the plane. He made more in one day than I made in 2 years. He got on a plane and came to my house. He said, I understand you don't want to work with me. I said, yeah. But no evilness, no bitterness. I don't have to tell you I don't want your money and be mad too. He said, why? And he said it with love. I said, how can you honor a buffalo soldier when them niggas were sent west to kill the buffalo to start the Indians today? He said, I didn't know that. Well, my grandmother didn't know it, but she's not the genius you are. I hold you to that. The largest black higher education institution on the planet is Howard University. Howard is named after General Howard that became famous from killing Indian children. Wow. The niggas walk down the street with their little Howard shit on. Promise.
Teach.
You got a spirit in here, you corrupted. There is a real, I don't know what the name of it is, but it controls the whole universe. Y'all walk around defending Jesus and all that. When they took the mob and made 5 powerful movies called The Godfather, you didn't get mad about that. Huh? Somewhere. And if you could just get honest. I blame everything on white folks. Now, I know they didn't do all of it. Most of that shit they did. That's right. You know, like you throw a brick at the crowd, and you know most of them just threw a brick at you, so you don't care who it hit. If you hit the wrong one, you just unlucky, but y'all in that crowd. I blame everything on white folks. I woke up this morning with a hemorrhoid. I said, white folks did it. But there's one thing I can't blame on white folks. I can't blame Nappy Harris. Chase Manhattan didn't make that. The same universal force that made the mountains, every grain of sand, every star, the same one that never made a mistake and didn't put my fingernails where my eyelashes are. That's who gave me nappy hair, nigga. That's who gave me this black face and this wide nose and these big lips. But you ain't got enough courage to get on a mountain and cuss God out. Huh? You gonna change God's work. Huh? God gave you nappy hair because God understood the sun and understood your melanin and know that curl kind of slows that stuff down before it come in there and run you crazy. But you won't change it because you want to look like this cracker that didn't have the privilege. Huh? Didn't have the privilege. I said, what's a cracker? I said, I worked with him on the levee. White and light complected folks, when you've been in that sun all day, here's one of the nerves going to the brain. And right before you have a sunstroke, that turns red. And it looks like a dirty soda cracker that you stepped on, and right after that it's over. That's what a redneck cracker is. A honky. At one time, all the major prostitute houses was in the Negro neighborhood. although a black man couldn't go in there. And when the crackers came to town to find them a hoe, they didn't care about you seeing them or your neighbors seeing them. And we took it as a badge of honor because the mayor was coming in there, the governor was coming in there, the president of France was coming in. But when they came in the black community, they pulled up in the limousine and honked the horn, and the nigga came out and got them. That's where the word honky came from. And don't let nobody tell you you a racist. You could never be a racist. I could not like you because you Irish Catholic. I could not like you because you Jewish. I could not like you because you Italian. That's prejudice. Racism means the ability to control somebody else's faith and destiny. And if all y'all in here hated white folks, you don't have the power to see to it their child go to a bad school. You don't have the power to see to it that cops will beat up them little white children. Huh? And yet and still, whatever they say, you fall into line. My hair was what God made, not no redneck, not no Ku Klux Klan. God, the universe, made this. And I look at them white folks and say, how come mine don't look like hers? And as bad as pressing your hair is, as bad as pressing your hair is, that didn't give you fibroids.
All right.
Black women is 6% of American population. We live in a country of almost 400 million people. And black women, 6% of the population. And got 98% of the fibroids. And the next highest group is the Jewish lady. And what y'all got in common? Nappy hair. God said, you mess with our made, nigga. Said, God don't get on the corner and cuss you out and show off. The law was already set. I gave you that for a reason. When you undo that, when you bought that brand new car, it had brakes. Now, you didn't like the brakes, so you take them off. Out there 90 miles an hour in the truck, that's about nothing you can do to stop it because you changed what I meant. Yeah. You changed what I meant. You know, lady, what's your name, is?
Luana?
I'm asking her. Who she is? I'm asking her.
Luana.
Luana.
Yeah.
Okay? If you had a baby and you was changing your own tire in the garage and you jacked it up and the phone rang and you went to that phone and come back and that little child had hit it and that car fell off, you lift that car up. You didn't get that from white folks. That comes from the universal order. It's called fight or flight. Change that, nigga. Huh? Nothing I gave you, I didn't give it to you for a reason. Men got y'all's ass jacked up on them high heel shoes. They make them, but they don't wear them. Because they know that when you throw that pelvis off, you're the only creature on the planet that breathes from here and here. Huh? And when you throw that off, it sets up all kinds of infections. They know that. When they gave you pantyhose, huh? They know your vagina cannot breathe through pantyhose. When them lawsuits start coming, that's why they put that thin strip of cotton there. When they gave them jockey shorts, they know that your sperms live at a body temperature 2 degrees below your body temperature. That's why they hang down. And in the summertime, they hang way down. And if you go home and take a man and put him in the shower tonight and turn the hot water on, you see his nuts hang down, turn them, they pull back up. The universal God gave you that. That's why in the early days of truck drivers couldn't have no children because the motor was under the seat. Huh? That's a game. Lance was the old bicycle guy. 98% of them got cancer of the testicle because God never meant for you to take your nut on a little seat and pump all that. That's why they be taking drugs and shit. Huh? There's a universal God force that says to you, before I let you stoop below the dignity that I gave you, just so you can feed your family and pay your house note and send you to the nigga, I will destroy you from the inside. That ain't coming from no Klansman. That come from the same universe that made you. And you don't even know you being punished by the universal order. Black folks is 12% of America's population. 12%. As I stand here now, 87% of everybody in America on kidney dialysis machines is black folks, and then y'all ever been to one, look at that line.
All right. Yes.
And the white folks making the money because niggas on none of them dialysis. Huh? 87%. Oh, what a violation. Huh? You'd be mad at your child if some ignorant folk came and made them go rob a bank. As much as you heard, why did you do that? They made me. The universe feels the same way. Death is better. I made you. If you stand up, I'll protect you. Huh? Look at Brother Matthews. Why you think they can't get him? I'm in a meeting in Budapest. I got a daughter here that's bureau chief for all sex crimes and murders, 15 and down. Name is Miss. And white folks be upset because we want to know why the judge called her Miss Gregory and just called them Mary Jones. That's her name. And if those of y'all that know me and read my books, I said when she was born, there'll be one black woman on this planet that everybody gonna have to call Miss because that's her first name. And so when you look at, I'm in a meeting in Budapest. That's when my son, my baby son, used to be financial analyst for the city of New York. He couldn't tell them white folks how to spend 34 billion. They couldn't touch it, but let me analyze it. So I said, come on, I'm gonna show you real money. See, white ain't a color, it's an attitude. And if you don't have trillions of dollars in the bank, you can't have the attitude. Queen Elizabeth made $360 million every 24 hours, just interest on her money. I'm going to say that again. She made $360 million every 24 hours, just interest on her money. Now you want to be scared of that hoe. That's some old nigger hating redneck cracker standing in the food stop land. Huh? Somewhere. They got a whole team of people, 24 hours a day. Their job is to kill me. And they get so bold. That's what I love about it. They be bold. What you worried about us? Let me tell you something, cracker. If I thought the God I pray to couldn't protect me against filth like you, I'd be the first one to admit I'm praying to the wrong guy to help y'all pull the trigger. I'm not talking about no ism or no awesome. Huh? I'm talking about the real. And so we sit in that meeting in Budapest with Ralph. That's it, so I just want this little punk to see something. We sitting around drinking cognac at $40,000 a shot. And y'all upset about these little rednecks, y'all pass down these little nigger hating cops standing out on the street corner, and y'all scared of them? They whooping your ass because they mad. Anytime a white boy or police with all the privileges white men have in this country, when you reduce down to a police, you're a nigger. I'd be mad too. It's a game. Somewhere. White boy said, well, how do you know if you're white? You should get up tomorrow and call Wall Street. And while you talking, if you can't decide stop or go up or come down, you ain't white. It's a game. And when you stop being afraid, huh? And walk down the street knowing who your mother and father is. That's the one that the sun ain't never failed to come up in the morning or go down at night. And when that sun come out in the morning, it don't argue with the moon. Get out of here. So when you understand that, if 12 o'clock noon lasted 1/10 billion of a second longer, everything on this planet will burn up. That's who controls it. Not no nigger hating white folks that you scared of because you want to eat. And y'all worried about these niggas dying from gunshot? No, more niggas die from what you do at the dinner table than some bullet. Walk down the street, ankles all big. Huh? Oh, you gonna see some strange stuff. Go to Africa and look at the animals and come back here and look at black folk walking and the animal ain't never walk like that. Somewhere. How many of y'all know I had the worst form of cancer you could have? Y'all read about that? The worst form. Had the type the government give you. Huh? I never ate anything to get cancer, but the universe. My son's a doctor. And I went back because I had these hernias since I was 8 years old. I said, check these out, man. The x-ray machine malfunctioned. Wow. He said, don't worry about it. You got MRI, it don't cost nothing. So he took the MRI. Now he's looking here, so when you get the picture, he looked and said, yeah, they're really bad. 2 weeks later, the folks that owned the company came to the hospital to service the machine and said, we understand you had a celebrity come through here. Yeah, let us see the pictures. And they looked at it. Now they're not looking, they're looking at the picture and said, my God, how long has he had this cancer? See, if you behave and understand and don't violate, the universe will take care of you. They called for my son. And he said, look at here. My son looked and said, God, I was looking down. My God. So he called me, patted me. Dad, you better get up. Oh, come on, son, what's wrong? You got the worst form. Son, when I came over to you that Monday morning, I just walked 10 miles. So whatever they gave me, I haven't had it that long. And they had it planned on the universe showing me. So then I go to John Hopkins, which do stuff there at John Hopkins that would make Hitler blush. Blush. John Hopkins. So I got a friend of mine over there, and I said, man, take this here stuff here and break it down and tell me what it is. He called me. I was in Kansas City. He said, man, you know how dirty we are. And you know the machines we get and how many billions of dollars we get from the government. We don't have nothing in here that can tell you what this is. No. So when you don't panic and don't get scared, the universe keeps flowing. So I go to my son and I say, take these pictures and send to the Armed Force Institute of Pathology, but don't put my name on it. And it came back. Gee, Dr. Gregory, we never seen this the type of cancer you get working in a nuclear plant. Have I ever been in a nuclear plant? And don't nobody own nuclear plants but the government, so if I've never been in the plant came to me. So I told him, I said, look here, here's what you do. Don't tell your mother about after your sister get married. If she's mad, I showed it to her. She cried. I can't believe they did this to you. She cried like, you think I'm leaving this booty back here for your high school sweetheart? You out your mind. I ain't going nowhere. So you walk out and come back here with a smile on your face. I'm getting out of here. And I went into the backyard where the trees are and took my shoes off and stood in that dirt. And I talked to my God. The way you spoke, I talked to my God like a child supposed to talk to their mother and father. You ain't supposed to go with all that bullshit, one that you clean it up, and I'm sorry for this, and forgive me. I said, hey, champ, I know you must be tired. I don't know how that slipped through you. Must be something going on in Pluto. But let me tell you something, there's a lot of niggas that deserve cancer, but I'm not one of them. Now, if you busy and want me to give you 12 niggas' names, and if you need something close to the house, I would give you that too. Then I looked at cancer. He said, out of my body in 72 hours, I'm going to roll on your ass. This is my body. I'm going to occupy you. You're not going to occupy me. And then I went on the Joe Madison show. and discussed it with him. And 72 hours later, some white doctor, Krishna, from Florida, called me and said, I heard the Joe Madison show. He said, and that type of cancer you talked about, it's about 6 weeks or something. He said, but there's some water down in El Salvador. 5 days, everything in you be gone.
Wow.
And I went to El Salvador. This body was made by the universal God force. Not Caesar Sinai. Not no big hospital. Now, all my health food friends, y'all know me. I'll leave here and get hit by a car and my skull fractured. Do not take me to no damn health food store. Take me to Mount Sinai, where they got some good dope. Kill this pain. And if y'all hear I'm healing, then y'all come on by there with that wild yam dust. But don't bring that while I'm laying on the ground. Somewhere. The number one killer in America is not cancer, sugar diabetes, not on none of that. Sleep deprivation. That's how most mothers and fathers kill their children. You hit them in sleep deprivation, you don't know you're hitting them that hard. Sleep deprivation. Your mind gets backward. All the sleep you get after midnight don't count. That's what the story of Cinderella's about. If you're not back by midnight, you turn into a pumpkin. Because night and physical fitness, see, athletic ability and physical fitness is two different things. Athletic ability, that's unspiritual, ungod, that's heathenism. Physical fitness is godliness. Professional athletes' life expectancy is 54 years of age. Winos live longer than that. Huh? It's about walking. Just walk, walk, walk. Had a black woman say, I know what you're talking about. I got a bad leg. Walk better, nigga. Walk the way you walk when you're buying them lottery tickets. Fear and God do not occupy the same space. And I don't understand you Christians, you got a gun and a Bible in the same house and don't know the gun just canceled the Bible out. Whoa. And I don't know when you niggas in the church got to beating up on gays. I've been in church all my life, my mama carried. And by the time I got where I could understand what they were saying, oh, Reverend God is gay. God director's gay. Y'all know every nigga in the church that's gay. You ain't been beating up on them. You ain't been dogging them out until white folks started doing it. Now you gonna do it. Somebody asked me, Mr. Gregory, how you think Obama gonna fare with the black minister upset with him? I said, well, it don't mean nothing. You go to any black church in America, you ain't never heard a black minister tell black folk, go out and get you a drink. Open up a liquor store. Black man ain't never told us to drink. But come in my neighborhood, every other corner, there's a liquor store and a tavern. So who listens to them? Huh? It's a game. And I don't know how you can be so ignorant to be hating up on homosexuals and reading King James. King James was king of England. He was such a weird, strange homosexual. He hated women so bad, he killed his mama, and his lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace named after. How ignorant can y'all be? And that's why you women come off so bad in the Bible. And you keep looking at it. I'm so glad you nuns now is fighting the Pope. They told the Pope to go to hell. They started saying, wait a minute, let's talk about all of these nuns that have been raped by priests and knocked up, and we get rid of them back. Let's talk about that, Humphrey, since you want to talk about it. That's last week when he sent for them. It's a game. This is a game. And everything's coming out now. Everything. You can't hide nothing now. Huh? I'm trying to do the real stuff about the Pope. I thought I had it. One of my good researcher friends sent me all the documents. in that meeting in Budapest? They was talking about Brother Arthur Mack. Real white folks. Because when I told them that $42,000, I don't drink this cheap stuff. So they apologized. We went up to the 16th floor where it starts at $100,000 a shot. And you know the problem with it? You can't get high. You see, them type of people, anybody that's poor in your spirit and yourself, you're looking for instant gratification. That's why if a child do something, you got to hit it. That's instant gratification. Huh? But that's a violation. Huh? Cheap wine. Get you a 95-cent bottle of plump and turn it up. You drunk before you take the bottle down. But a $100,000 bottle of wine, which ain't that expensive, you can't get high on because they don't need instant gratification. They got other stuff. They'll stab your ass to death while they screw it. They'll choke you to death while they're trying to come. That's their stuff. You see Dracula and all of them on a full moon. Look, you know, as bad as niggas as we do it all the time, we don't wait till the moon gets into certain position. You better not call me that on a half moon, hoe. Hear me. That woman, just in this room here, if we brothers knew who you are, and can treat you in a way that you know who you are, everything would change. Yes, sir. Everything. Anytime you want me, baby, anywhere in the world, who you got to call to get me? Call my wife. Everybody knows if you want me. I've made millions of dollars. Ain't never had a checkbook in my life. She handles all of it. Sure do. I call her. My brother told me, well, I mean, suppose she get mad and run off with the money and find somebody. Hey.
A prosecutor said they could not count for as many as 10,000 people.
Now listen to this. Now listen to this talk.
You don't
From the house, I got news for you, motherfucker. Say, you been cursing or you got a boyfriend. Man, 54 years of love and God love. Can you be lovable? I'm safe with you. You safe with me. I love you, baby. If I can't have you, nobody gonna have it. That's how it's don't you? So I carried up to Boston one night and said, I just don't want to be married to a woman who never had a drink. You never driven a car. You never cussed. But we grew up in the Ritz Carlton. That's like 45 years ago. 40. I get Rocktown in 1948. I didn't know what it was. I was just looking at the menu, see $6,700. You know. Now I didn't know it ain't sweet. I didn't know you can't get no buzz on it. Because them type of folks that deal with that is not looking for instant gratification. They plan their stuff, but they go, that bitch over there, we're going to stab her next Monday. And we're going to fuck her blood. Huh? Yeah, that's a different, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Different. So we go there, we drink it. If you don't like it, so I said, why don't you go to the toilet and pee and come back, I'll fix it. So I put all the sugar I could find and they taste like Kool-Aid. Oh, she went through that balloon. She said, let's get another one. I said, 2 niggas sitting there, or 2 bottles of wine, that cost down there $15,000 every cop and $100 radius to get in. So now she get that little buzz. You remember when you had your first drink? How giddy you was? Well, that's what she was. We driving home, and she said, Greg, let's make a deal. If I die for you and you die for me, let's make a deal we won't see nobody else. I said, you better try to get that arrangement while you're alive. He said, what you say? I said, you better try to get that arrangement while you're alive. She said, you die, I'm planning on bringing somebody to the funeral. And she said, what about having respect for the dead? And that's the beautiful thing when you marry to somebody that got sense. Because I told her, if you ever learn to have respect for the living, the dead might not die. And she heard that. You know, y'all got some little trifling cousins and nephews and nieces that are on drugs and just trying. And if they died today, y'all would get together, have a brand new outfit, brand new wig, brand new shoes, brand new underwear. Had you got it from them 2 weeks ago, they might have not died. It's a game. While I'm sitting in that meeting, they told me about Brother Matt. Said he's the #1 legal mind, not in New York, in the state of New York. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. And New York is the hardest place in the world to pass the bar exam. You know why? Because New York's law say you don't never have been to school to be a lawyer. All you got to do is pass the bar. You don't never have to go to grade school, high school, or college. Just take the bar and pass it, and you're a lawyer. That's why it's so rough. And yet and still, this brother didn't get bitter the way he did. He came here and created a service.
Yes, sir.
I walked in here and saw all the black stuff downstairs. And y'all need, you ain't ready to get it tonight, you need to come here and check it out. All the black stuff, the real black stuff. Huh? Then you can separate once you know it. Me and Malcolm used to hang, Malcolm, and Adam Clayton Powell, we used to hang until we got tired of listening to Malcolm was talking. You know, Malcolm run you down about a lie, blah, 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 blah. Ain't nothing personal. I feel the same way about Baptist preachers. It's okay, but it's 11 o'clock, man. Let's go get some booty, baby. Whiskey, baby. Listen to Malcolm. Malcolm said, it's the same wings, two wings on the same bird. Right wing, left wing. Democratic Party, left wing, Republican, right wing. Same bird. Same bird. Y'all should have known when they was going to kill Malcolm. That incident they had out there in front of that police station. They let them move. Huh?
Too much power for one
No,
man.
I ain't got that. 10,000 black folks showed up. They called the governor. Said, call the White House. I don't think we can save New York City, but if you get them here fast enough, we might can save New York. And then Malcolm came up and got out the car and raised his hand. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Said, go home, we take care of it. And the New York Times, the next day's editorial, no black man should have that kind of power. They didn't say, oh, look what Malcolm did. Oh, these are real white folks. They didn't kill Martin Luther King because of racism or segregation or they killed him because he became the first black in the history of America to get in a position to determine public policy. That's what that was about. And when y'all understand white supremacy is altogether different from racism. White supremacy is the most powerful men on the planet. And they run, 800 of them run this whole planet out of what city? Anybody know? London. And go home tonight and punch it up. The truth about London. Huh? I hear you. Yeah. You know about it. And you know in order for Queen Elizabeth to go into London, she got to get permission from the Lord Mayor, and if they give it to her, that wench got to come in dressed as a servant. Y'all messing up with this whole ignorant stuff and the real stuff. You don't even know what it is. All y'all sitting in here, I don't care how black you are and how African you are, all y'all sitting in here and everybody in America and this planet, the Vatican owns all your what? Birth certificate.
Birth certificates, right.
Birth certificate. And if you don't believe it, go Google it. And that was set up with Julius Caesar. That's how far back they planned stuff. You won't get out of bed and be mad. It won't change nothing. All birth certificates. How many of y'all know the birth certificate every day is traded on what? The New York Stock Exchange. Huh? That's right. You sitting broke, don't know how you're going to get car fare, and you trade every day on the York Stock Exchange, and y'all sitting here mad at who? You're mad at the wrong white folks. Huh? You're mad at the wrong white folks. This thing is changing so fast. So somewhere, you have made a difference. Huh? They just don't tell you. Hmm? Can you see this?
That's the door.
Now listen to this here. And you see, look at the top. Y'all remember when King was shot? Yeah. April 4th? Yeah. All right, listen to the top. What's that say? Lance? This is the code name. You see it? At the top. Up at the top, yeah. Did you go to special school? Did I tell you my son on down here?
It says,
Listen to this. I'm sorry.
it says headquarters by S.O.M. Naradi.
Come over this way.
N-R-A.
Listen, it's very important.
It says headquarters by S.O.M. It says N-A-R-A-D.
That's military intelligence, the 111 who would kill God if they could. Now, when did they go in? What's the dates?
It's 6/29.
No. The dates that they went in.
The dates they went in was March 28th.
Now, when did King get here?
April 3rd.
April 4th. 111 military intelligence went into Memphis on what day?
April 12th.
April 12th. No.
March.
March 12th. And came out when? Take your time, man.
Came out
April 12th.
April 12th,
They're the ones that pulled that off.
1968.
Okay? That's what this is about. Not no little old white redneck punk that came, he hate niggas. The 111. And they still trying to find out how I got this. I said, I got it. I don't know. I didn't. I just woke up one morning. It was funny. I said, Lord, I want something white. God knew I wasn't talking about a white woman, so God should hear what you need there. Somewhere when you realize you have made a difference, you can make a difference. And just stop all the crazy. You can do that tonight. Huh? Scared of debt. That's the biggest bad problem I had when I got married. My old lady couldn't handle debt. When we gonna pay Sears and Roebuck? Baby, we got some money. We got no money. And when I get some money, Sears and Roebuck, not my first priority. They knew I wasn't gonna pay for that stuff when I got it. On the back of the application, they said, who's gonna pay for this? I said, your mama. 2 weeks later, I walk in the house, and my old lady sits there, Gregory, look here. They did it. Sears and Roebuck, here's the letter, final notice. I looked at it, read final notice. Thank God we don't have to worry about them no more. You ever final notice, man? And I don't understand you black folks. You ain't got no money, still worrying about a damn bill. You don't have the money. So stop worrying. You got the stuff. They're calling you, you're not calling them. No, silly brother called me. The one used to be a millionaire. Lost everything. Called me the other day, they about to repossess my car. What must I do? Don't park in front of the house. and now you ever had a bill collector call you, baby? You know they in India. They're not even here. Their job's been outsourced. They are in India. I said, well, come on down here and get the money. You notice those of y'all real, you notice they just call you by your first name because they don't know that much English. They can't use to that. It's Richard N. And now white folks are suffering so bad. See, 90% of folks they used to call were black folks. Now white folks who gave credit so messed up, but they can't deal with them like they deal with black folks. So they have a new approach now. They call me with that white folks, hi there, guy. When can we expect a payment? I said, well, I'm not in control of your expectations. woman all the time. Matter of fact, expect one today. You hear what I'm saying? Stop being scared. I told Michael Jackson 6 months before they kill us, you got to be very careful. So what you got to do after this trial, you need to leave me and go to Germany, get one of them old monks and sit up on one of them mountains for about 5 years and don't say nothing to nobody, don't write nothing, because you just been through something so traumatic. Look at all your best friends double cross you. That's when his mother and father sent for me. You know how close I was.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know none of his friends. I knew Michael.
You was his man.
I put Michael on a 30-day water fast, and he went on it while y'all were laughing, and they never went 2 days without fasting.
John Bennett.
Michael. So Michael said, I need to talk to you. He said, you think I'm a pedophile? No, you ain't no damn pedophile. You probably gay. So I said, as long as you've been knowing me, why do you think I'm so silly? I said, Michael, how old are you? He said, I'm 40 years old. I said, Michael, you've been a star since you was 5 years old. Superstar. Since you're 5 years old. Huh? 5 years old. So for 35 years, Michael, you ain't never had to beg for no pussy. It ain't normal not to beg for no pussy. At that time, I've been married 40, I'm still begging no lady for some pussy. Michael, it's not normal not to beg for some pussy. You ain't never had a woman say, well, my head is hurting, I'm on my period. You ain't never had that. That's why you so crazy. And it's too late to learn how to beg for pussy. Somewhere. And so I say to you, white folks done messed our head up so bad, it's kind of hard once they got your head for you to respect yourself. Jamaica. You can't find no niggas blacker than that. Niggas here in Brooklyn talking that shit. The #1 killer in Jamaica tonight at young folks while we sit here is not drive-by, it's not dope, it's not speeding, it's bleaching cream. How black are they? Huh? How black were they? Bleaching cream. Y'all mom with fucking curls and all that. Oh. The #1 killer of Chinese women in China tonight, bleaching cream. Huh. This white supremacy, not racist, white supremacy, that in Chinese yellow ain't enough. If you don't look like this white woman here, you ain't got it. That's what this is about. And everything is changing now. Everything is changing. I know some of y'all followed that eclipse on June the 5th and 6th. Venus? Is Venus a man or woman? Woman. Son's a man. Venus passed over this chunk. And very few papers did that. See them black dots? That's Venus, the woman, that's the black woman. And they couldn't deny it because every telescope was turned on it. So that black dot, that be black woman for the next 6,000 years, you in power. You are in power. That's who you are. And that's what happened. All y'all running around talking about on December the 21st, the Aztec calendar ended. Come on, y'all. That calendar ended 2 weeks ago. On June the 5th and 6th. That's when the calendar ended. And did y'all follow that? Full moon the same time? Huh? Full moon? And then all at once this horrible news came out of Florida and Baltimore. Huh? Cannibalism. Huh? Now, ain't no nigga been against police brutality no more than me. But when that white cop said he went in there and saw that white boy eating that other boy, and he looked at him and said, ah, so I shot him. I said, I would have too. And I'd like to think that was right, but you saw it, they had one the next day at Morgan State. Did y'all know that? And they made it happen like it happened at Morgan State. They were roommates, they went to school there, but they lived 2 counties away from Morgan State where that happened. And what's causing it? Sniffing bath salt. How many of y'all know that? If you don't know it, you don't have to make all that damn noise discussing it. I'm going to tell you. Bath salt. Salt was here before Christianity was here. So what's somebody doing to the salt? And if the United States government ain't worried about it, then that means they doing it. How you know it ain't Al-Qaeda? Huh? How you know it ain't the Russians? They haven't said one word. And then when we start doing the research, we find out it's running rampant in the military. Huh? Why? Because it's the only thing you can get super high on and they can't give you a test and find out. Because the people that's doing it, they change the MO of that drug every 12 days. So by the time the scientists work up an MO, it didn't change. Now who you think's doing that? So y'all got to be careful out there. I ain't trying to scare y'all, because I don't believe in fear. I'm not telling y'all to stop doing whatever you're doing. I stopped smoking when I found out cigarettes cause cancer. I didn't know that. And the minute I found out, I said, no, not here. Not here. Huh? Hey. Now when will they start putting it in the marijuana? I'm not saying that so you niggas will stop making marijuana. You do whatever you want to do. But you're living in some strange times now. You're getting to the point you can't even trust breakfast food. No, wait a minute. How many of y'all know they had the breakfast food, especially when one for crunchy one for the children, fortified with niacin? Huh? They make that from cigarette tobacco. So they hook them way back there on nicotine. And y'all say, eat your cereal. Somewhere. All you have to do is just remember who put this body together. And you can't hide from it. What did Tiger Woods say? Tiger Woods said, I ain't no nigga, I'm Capitalization. Now let me tell you how that works. That nigga really believed he was capitalization. I said, Tiger, I'm talking about 5 years ago, in his heyday. He outplayed God. I said, Tiger, if you coming out the White House with 12 of the most powerful white businessmen in the world, and y'all walk out the White House in Pennsylvania Avenue and turn left to go to that restaurant, and 3 racist cops turn the corner and say, hit the ground, nigga. I said, which one of y'all you think gonna talk? And then white boys would look and say, Tiger, why you on the ground? They didn't even hear nigga. Somewhere when you understand who you are. And I ain't talking about that black stuff. That's next. Who are you? You got a heart, go with your fist. Your heart is no bigger than your fist. That do all that work. Huh? Your heart beats 70 times a minute. Now think about how many minutes it is to an hour, how many hours it is to a day, how many days it is to a week, how many weeks it is to a year, huh? And that heart, something that small, weighs 8 to 10 ounces, huh? That heart, huh? That's who you are. And Queen Elizabeth, with all her money, sitting in that chair next to my welfare sister, and both of them's heart beat the same. Because the universal God don't have kings nor queens. The universal God made men, and men made kings. The universal God made women, and men made queens. And the difference between a man and a king and a woman and a queen is the way you wrap her gift. I said, oh, girlfriend, I love you. Oh, my God, I love you. Oh, sister, I love you so much. And I go get you a gift at Target. And you stop by Neiman Market, then put labels in it. And then go by Section 11 Rapid, and you open up and say, oh, he loves me. That's just the way the gift is wrapped. No? There's a difference in the way the gift is wrapped in the gift. That's what the universal God gave you, that heart. Now, you know the heart pumps blood. Follow me now. Pumps blood. All the way through the body. Y'all know that. All the way through the body. Each pump. Now, you got 100,000 miles of blood vessels in your body. And you didn't get them from white folks. And if you could weigh your blood vessels in the end right now and reach around this planet Earth 4 times, in your body, and you ain't never bumped into them, or you ain't never said, let me get one of these muscles up here, that's what the universe gave you. And your blood makes a complete cycle every 30 seconds. When right now you sit there, your blood traveling 200,000 miles a minute, and they got you breathing a jet plane in space. Now, when you know that, why does somebody got to tell you about high blood pressure and low blood pressure? This is this gift. This is what the universe. You didn't have to work for it. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to have no money. You born with that gift. Born with that gift. Somewhere. You don't have to be scared of these chumps. Somewhere. Your bones. 206 bones in your body. 206 bones. 22 facial bones. 6 ear bones. 1 in the throat. 4 in the shoulders. 25 in the chest. 26 in the vertebrae. 6 in the arm and forearm. 54 bones in the hand. 2 in the pelvis. 8 in the legs. 52 in the feet. 1/4 of all your bones in your body is in your feet. Now, why do I have to tell you about tight shoes? It's a game. But that's who you are. Somewhere. And if you listen to the universe, you knew something was wrong with the police. When you was a little boy, didn't they get you a fire truck for Christmas? Yes. But never a police car.
Right.
And then you got to remember something. You had never turned on the news or TV or pick up the paper where some white family's crying because some black cop done shot their family member in the back of the head 40 times. Now, why you think black cops don't do that? You think they're more spiritual? You think they're better trained? They got enough sense to know white folks ain't gonna tolerate it. And when y'all stop tolerating, it'll stop. Just like you wouldn't tolerate them hitting your car with their nightstick where they can beat up your mama and your children, your daddy, and you ain't gonna do a damn thing. But don't mess with my car. That's instant gratification. Somewhere. And all them fear. The number one fear of poverty. That's why these white folks are crazy now. They ain't got nothing now. Everything gone. See, these cold-blooded white boys that came out now behind the brother. You hear Romney? Listen to Romney. Oh, he telling the truth. I'll let General Motors collapse. Yeah, he ain't playing. They mean that. But you know old white folks ain't gonna elect no Mormon. They'll elect 5 dead niggas before they elect a Mormon. You know that. They don't even understand Mormon. That's why you don't hear them talking about it. That's why you don't hear them talking about it. But they got their stuff together. Oh, they play some serious games, baby. What's the guy, the governor in Wisconsin? What's his name? All right, now, why you spirit? We got it. Prescott. Whoa. Bush. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Prescott, Bush, Walker is in their family. And he'll be the one that run for vice president, and if that cracker Mormon win, they'll kill him and Bush is back in power. That's how it works. Okay? This little white boy ain't never, mama didn't even know it was. And then overnight, he become world renowned. Huh? World renowned. White folks ask me, Mr. Gregory, we so glad you're here. The Aztec calendar ends in December the 21st. White folk, can you explain this? You know, you white folk ain't never listened to other Mexicans say, don't waste my time. They give me big money because they want to tap into this head. And some black folks think you have to show off from them. I get down in my nigger bag. Mr. Gregory, this is Secret Service. President-elect Obama, he has a VIP list, and you're on the list. And we're picking up the VIPs about 3 hours before the inauguration because we're going to shut the streets down. What time can we pick y'all up? And I said, y'all be the same Secret Service that was in Dallas, Texas when we came out of that. Somewhere. See how it works? Yes. Know who you are. Don't let nobody bother you. You don't have to be woofing. And when somebody makes you mad, remember this heart. That pure blood goes in there and pump blood where? Oh, your whole body, right? Clean blood. Now suppose when you got mad, here's what happens. When you get mad or angry or mean or vicious, that pure blood turns into toilet water with pig shit and doo-doo in it, and that's what you pumping all the way through your body. Of course, you mad at me, you ain't pumping that. That's why the Bible says, love your enemy and pray for those that despise you. Because the more you get angry with me, all you do is mess up your heart. So-and-so died from a heart attack, right? Now that's your heart. What did you do to your heart to make your heart attack you? That's what a heart attack is. You know? Heart been with you all your life, and then one day it attacks you. And you call it a heart attack. My heart attacked me. And the burden is on you. If you see a woman walking down the street and her 12 children jump on her and beat her with an axe, the first thing you say, what did she do to make him do that? And you can turn all that around. Huh? You can turn all that around. All you got to do is just go home and start eating raw food. Huh? You don't eat it alone. Once you see it's changing things, then you get into it. I went the whole route. Y'all know I smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day, 5 of scotch every day. They told me about going to an AA. I said, no, the alcoholics, they there, you know, because they need it. I was drinking because I liked it. I went to AA with my cousin, but I told the niggas drink a fifth with me on the way there. That's the 13th step, because the other 12 don't work. I don't want to belong to something I got to be for the rest of my life. Huh? That's the only thing Tiger Woods did that made sense. Man, he paid $3 million to go to that pussy camp down in Mississippi to wean him off. That don't mean the nigga stopped. He was just taking this to every hour, every 3 hours. Yeah, Tiger, go. And if the boy want to play, you know how he was playing good at them white hours. He got rid of you. Go back and get him a couple. All he got to do is win 4 more. He can tie the white boy. 5 more. He number 1. Get one of them hoes, man. Say what you see. Get that record. And who cares about golf? And sister there, well, those of y'all sitting in this room have done more to help the humanities than 99% of all the athletes and entertainers put together. And you don't have to be validated by the New York Times. You don't have to be validated by the New York Times. When the universal God force pick you, it leaves no footprints. None whatsoever. So we say thank you. We can't thank you enough. Huh? Brother Madden, we know him. Y'all don't know what he go through. When you see him, you don't know what he go through.
That's right.
People calling with the hate stuff. You don't see that when he walk down the street. And they know now they can't get you. Yeah. They tried everything. Yeah. Leave you fear here tonight when you leave?
I say,
The worst fear is fear of poverty. Everybody think you're going to be, even poor niggas think you're going to be in poverty. You ain't not all, you're born in it. Fear of death. That's the price you pay for living. Huh? The price you pay for driving your car, you got to put gas in it. The price you pay for living is death. Don't be scared of it. I teach my grandchildren. I was laying in the room one day, drunk, and the Grim Reaper came in my room. It was so relaxing laying there. I woke up and called him a motherfucker, scared him so bad he ran off and left his sickle. I had to run to catch him. Take this damn sickle with you, wacko. Because the Grim Reaper ain't never had nobody cuss him out. They always scared him. That old sheep wearing motherfucker. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Stop being afraid. Huh? When they told me I had the worst form of cancer, a friend of mine, Steve Jackson, his father Richard Jackson, invented nuclear medicine at Cedar Sinai. Steve said, why don't you come out from this one? He don't work there now, he's retired, but that's his machine. So I go there and said, y'all got to stop acting poor. I went in, just like them white boys do. You know, they do the thumbs up. How you doing, guys? They tell me I got 6 weeks to live. I walked through there, got on the machine, went through that nuclear shit, and when you got money on the prescription, they don't give you no bill. They mail it to your house. And they ain't in no hurry to get it. About 6 weeks later, the bill comes. $1.5 million for the test. My wife said, oh my God, who's going to pay for this? I said, let them repossess it. They take everything back they want. Yeah. But you can't walk in, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. My dad will pay it. My mama will pay it. She controls the whole universe. That's who's going to pay. But stop acting. Go in cheerful. Go in happy than the doctor. They got all these reports. You got 6 weeks to live. You don't act like it. I don't act like I'm not going to pay you neither. And don't be afraid to lose anything. I had the biggest farm in Massachusetts, bigger than the Kennedy's farm. I had 400 acres. And I got hooked up in the movement, going to jail faster, and things started happening. And they came and repossessed it. It took them 2 years to get it. They repossessed my Rolls Royce while me and my wife was in it. She's so naive, she thought they was giving us a oil change. Stop being afraid. Y'all sitting around now hating about all these old poor niggas working at McDonald's with them subprime loans. Well, how else is that nigga gonna get a house? Huh? He ain't got no credit. Ain't never been to school. So y'all hating about him. And her, you damn right. If they come back again, I'm gonna find every poor person I got and take them down the bank. You don't get that out. You ain't gonna never have $100,000, $500,000 house on your own. Get it just for a few minutes. If you play your cards right, sell it to somebody else, don't even get there. It's a game they play. And you men so wrapped up in it. See that old love stuff, checking you out. 99% of black men in jail dead because of pussy. No, not that they was getting it, they want to impress you, so I'm going to steal something over here to put this outfit on, or get this car, or put this outfit on, and then they get caught. And they're in the one place now where there ain't no pussy. Somewhere. Fear. Fear of poverty, fear of death, fear of getting sick. You be so scared of getting sick, you make yourself sick. Huh? Fear of getting sick. Fear of getting sick. Before you get sick, what about getting cancer insurance? You ain't even got cancer. Cancer insurance. Life insurance. You bet this white boy that you gonna die, the white boy bet you gonna live. And you hope that he win, and they charge you for getting that shit. Please. Somewhere. Stop being afraid. Afraid of getting old. And you right. You old folks, you old. You messed up your body. You got code words now. You elderly. A senior citizen, your ass is old. Tree out there, 100 years old, you ain't never called it an elderly tree. Or senior, your ass is old, and you abuse your body so bad, you hate to admit it. God determined what day you're going to be born on, and you so corrupt in your head all at once, you ashamed to tell somebody how old you are. What did you do wrong? And y'all need to stop all that crazy stuff about you live in a community. You live in a hood. A community is where you control your education, you control your cops, you control your finance, you control your business. A hood is something you put over your head to hide something you're ashamed of. That's why it's called a neighborhood. You don't control nothing. And we can change that overnight. Overnight. Huh? Overnight. Huh? Somewhere. So stop being afraid, scared of getting old, scared of being criticized. Like, who cares? And you really scared, people just be bad, scared of losing your love. And then you and your man get in trouble, and here this old damn psychiatrist come and say, we'll send you to what they call that place where you go when you have trouble? Counselor. Counselor, yeah. Counselor. Yeah, I come here to get rid of, man. I come here to be counselor. It's over. She don't like me, I don't like her. It's over. My wife be on stage and put on that mess out there. What would you do if I had a hysterectomy? That's what she's telling me. Listen to all that shit on the radio. I said, well, if you had a hysterectomy, baby, don't leave that thing at the hospital. Bring it home. Bring it home. What you gonna do with it? I'm gonna stretch it and put it on the wall next to that moose head. Somewhere. Somewhere. Stop being afraid. You control it. Now everybody else go for Zimmerman. You probably didn't do it. That seems strange, don't it? That's the folks that's behind. Turn to the next page. Next page. Next page. See, let me see it. Let me see it. See them Fortune 500 companies? Those are the ones that's behind standing your ground. Turn to the next page. All of them are Fortune 500 companies. From Walgreens to AT&T to Coca-Cola. That's who's behind that law. That's who's behind this. Okay? When we was fighting in the South, there were laws that said you can't go in this restaurant, right? Say you can't go to this movie. You can't live it. Law! This is the first time they ever had a law that said they can kill me. And y'all don't see how big this shit is. Huh? That's what this is about. Huh? That's what this is about. Now then you ask yourself some questions, just getting all emotional. He went to 7-Eleven, and what did he get? Okay, now ask yourself a question. When have you ever dealt with a homicide and they were busy telling you what he bought, then telling you about the homicide? He probably never went there. Huh? You know 7-Eleven take pictures when you're going in, when you're in, when you're coming out. How come we, until a bunch of us got to holler, then they showed us a picture 2 weeks ago of him there, but they showed the back of his head. They didn't show him going in or coming out. He was staying with his father. Huh? In a gated community? Huh? Nobody ever been murdered there because that's basically a white community. 53,000 people live in the state, basically white folks. So how could a 17-year-old black boy lay in a morgue in a town that's basically white and they had him there 3 days as a John Doe? Yeah. How did that happen when the mom and dad's calling the police station every day and they got him listed as missing? Huh? And y'all sitting there getting all upset because they want you to be all upset. Instead of saying, wait a minute. If you, my sister, you live in a gated community and I'm going to come spend 2 weeks with you, we got to turn in my name, address, how long I'm gonna be there. They give me a key, and the cameras take me coming in and going out. How come you never seen a picture of him leaving that gated community or coming back in? That means he didn't get killed there. So when y'all stop all your emotional bullshit, and stop believing what NBC and CBS and all of them tell you, they don't know nothing, huh? Kennedy, this is not to you. We put this out here. I know it's unfair for y'all in the back. When y'all see this here, that's Lee Haliana. See it? Yeah. You know, the cop, you don't know the cop. Tibbet was killed. That's the gun that killed Tibbet. And this the rifle that shot Kennedy. Something wrong with this picture. Can y'all see that picture? See the shadow behind him? Yeah. See the shadow behind? Now look at the shadow on his nose. It's coming in the front. You can't have a shadow going in the back and the front. This is a dug picture. This is a picture where they dug his head on there. That's how tricky they are. That's what this is about. They do it every day. They just play up on your emotion. Anything they say, I don't believe it. Even if it's true, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look at this here, real quick, real quick. So we're getting ready to get out of here now. Look at that. This is a body, and it tells you every segment of your body what it sells for. Look at that. Look at those money numbers.
Turn around.
That's what Trayvon Martin was. Body parts. That's what it was about. They make more money off of selling illegal body parts than they make on all the worldwide drug and worldwide prostitution. And 1.1 million, I'm sorry, 1,700, he wants to show that, maybe check this over there. Hear me now. 1,700 black and Hispanic men get murdered every night. And y'all talk about y'all spiritual and actually back, and you don't know it, you can't feel it. Every night it happens. Okay? And the only reason that got out because of black radio and black voices. They kept harping and harping, otherwise nobody would have known that. Again, read the date and the headline. Listen to this. Here. The date. I want you to hear.
Okay, New York Times, July 24th, 2009.
2009. Listen, slow it up.
44 charged by U.S. and New Jersey corruption suite. A 2-year-old corruption international money laundering investigation.
Slow it up.
A 2-year corruption and international money laundering investigation stretching from New Jersey shore to Brooklyn, to Israel, to Switzerland, calculated.
When you read New Jersey, Brooklyn, here's the slip. The last one listed is the one who's the boss.
And Switzerland.
Okay, now listen to this.
Calculating in charges against 44 people on Thursday, including 3 New Jersey mayors, 2 state assemblymen, 5 rabbis, the authority says.
Now skip to the next paragraph.
It was repeated that tales of illegal sales of body parts
Slow it down. Hear this.
of fugitive, negotiated in diners, parking lots, and boiler rooms.
Skip to the next sentence.
The next sentence.
That's right where you read it. The next sentence down.
Okay, next down, okay. A man turned out indeed informant, and again,
Skip to the next one.
of the passing of cash, once in a box of Applejack cereal,
Skip to the next one.
For these defendants, corruption was a way of life. Ralph J. Maurer Jr., the acting United States Attorney General in New Jersey, said at a news conference, they exist in ethnic-free zones.
Go ahead, keep on.
Mr. Martin said the average citizen don't have a chance against the culture of influence peddling the investigation has unearthed it. Even veteran politicians, observers were taken back by the scope of investigation. The mayors of Hoboken, Secaucus.
Oh, one minute.
I hate reading out loud, y'all. I always hear it as a kid in school.
Oh, man, you can't read anyway. Now listen to this, right where I pointed to.
Yes, sir. It was repeated with tales of illegal
Legal
sales.
sales of body parts of fugitives.
Go back again, hold on.
Okay.
It was repeated that tales of illegal sales of body parts of fugitives, negotiation in dinner parking lots and boiler rooms.
That was 2009 New York Times story. Huh? This is how crazy this is.
And,
Right here.
yes, sir.
Listen to this now. Right here.
Yes, sir. Donations of brains are found by Marines. A Marine specialist prosecutor and viewers.
Right here.
Okay.
Listen.
A Marine special prosecutor in interviewing the families of about 100 people who died
This is
suspiciously.
in Maine, not
unexpectedly
Mississippi,
death.
Poland, or Florida. This is in Maine. Basically white folks. What's the prosecutor investigating what? Go ahead.
Interviewing families of about 100 people who died suspiciously.
Brains are missing.
Brains and unexpected deaths to determine whether their brains were improperly removed from their bodies for research.
That's what this is about. Okay? And y'all walking down the street and thinking you in touch with some kind of God and they eating you up alive. Huh? Alive. Somewhere. Somewhere. Y'all hear back there? You can make a difference. You can make a difference. Huh? They got you believing. Can I handle this one? 1, 2, 3. One, two, three.
Yes.
Now, I be so sick and tired of listening to y'all on the radio talking about we got to do something to stop the violence. You didn't start the violence. You didn't start the violence. Probably one of the greatest researchers on chemical warfare. I've been working with him for 25 years. This never ran in an American paper. Crime linked to pollution. Polluted water can cause brain damage that turns ordinary people into violent criminals. Well, you ain't gonna buy no bottled water. You gonna drink that stuff they hook up to your pipes. And they wonder why the children send them to school, they drink that water, wonder why they act crazy, and you blame it on your nigger stuff. Well, let me tell you what it is. Turn violent criminals for research. That's Roger Masters of Dartmouth College, and hand over, compare crime figures from the FBI with information on the industrial discharge of lead and manganese. At night while you sleep, they spray that stuff through your neighborhood. And then you wake up the next morning and think that's you acting a fool. Chemtrails, they know what they're doing. You're sitting out there buying some marijuana and all that stuff, and I'm not telling you this for you to stop. I couldn't care less once you know it. But what do you think they putting in it? Huh? What do you think they putting in it? You soldiers that was in the army, you older one, they put saltpeter in your food when you went up to the front so your dick wouldn't get hard, so you just go let it kill. They didn't tell you it was there, and your shit worked. Huh? What I'm trying to say, you live in a country with the most heathen, ungodly, unspiritual thug in the history of the planet, and you trust everybody but niggas. And don't think them niggas don't work for them too. But if your spirit is right, you can't learn it. You can tell when a brother or sister come up and they ain't right. You can't. And your spirit will just overtake it. And they say, wait a minute, I got to get out of here. And so here, tell you how he put it. And he goes on to say, he found a link between pollution levels and murder, assault and robbery. Counties with the highest pollution level have a crime rate triple America's average. so busy locked into that bullshit, you think that's you. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong. What's wrong with Hitler? What's wrong with all them thugs? Family values. Damn family values. I am the family. I never stole nobody. I never took away from their religion. I never took them away from their tongue and their mouth. I am family values, nigga. I am family values. They had laws that said if they called a person teaching me how to read, they'd kill us both. They had laws that said I couldn't marry you, and now they're going to tell you about family values. I wish all niggas wasn't married. I wish niggas took a day like this, just go out and rob banks. You ain't gonna like me. Look at the president now. Huh? Went to day school. They never had nobody in the White House that treat that nigga like worse than they treat my old third grade dropout nigga cousin. Huh? And y'all always happy. We send our best. I wish I'd have been. I got a cousin, Jabbo Jones, the nigga can't read, write, stay drunk. That's the nigga that needs to be president. Yeah. You send your best, and they treat them like that. So send your worst. Huh? Send your worst. I wish Obama had special. I wish that nigga could turn into a dog in the middle of the night. He go down there to Arizona and that white governor shook her finger in his face. See, the boy ain't nigga enough for me. He should have ate that bitch's hand. Give me some barbecue sauce with some muscle sauce, and bitch put that other hand up here too. I ain't fooled. Y'all walking around, oh, he's so intelligent. Them white folks don't care. They don't care. And this is just a test. No, this is a test. They gave these white folks a half a nigga. That nigga ain't no full nigga. Mine was white, that's a half a nigga. If they give us about a half a nigga, what do you think when a real nigga get in there? Huh? They just trying to wean them so they can get used to it, because they know who you are. And they know what that melanin will do. You don't know it. Right? You don't know it. If you did, you know what the alcohol, what it do to your melanin. They ain't got nothing. Huh? And when somebody tell you that, oh, how do you know they ain't? Oh, come on, y'all, please. Somewhere. So I hope when you leave here, just drop your fear. Drop your fear. See? Coconut water. Y'all know about coconut water? Yes. The milk? You drink 12 of them in 24 hours. In the next 24 hours, your blood turns as pure as it was when you was born. Wow. You hear me? Just go and punch up on your computer the truth about the healing forces of coconut. Huh? That's right here. The only thing on this planet that's equal to mother's milk is coconut milk. But y'all gonna use to make a damn pie. Coconut cake. Somewhere, when you know who you are, and then all of it stops. So the other day when we looked around, and there's a brother, Rodney King, dead. They build this nigga up like he's some great civil rights hero. Y'all crazy? Down there, that nigga don't even look like he can swim. Now let's go back and look over this and see what this is about. You say, quote this nigga more than up. Can we all get along? They stopped that nigga from saying, he was trying to say, can we all get along, Island iced tea? And said, can we all get something? And he just got, can we all get along? Island iced tea. You know the woman, sister that found him dead? Sure. She was on the jury. There's a warden in, so they hooked that bitch up with him after the trial. Huh? Now let's go back for a minute. We saw the film that morning, taken at 3 o'clock in the morning by an Australian been in America? Huh? How you come in my country for the first time and just happen to be in the right place to get a whooping that's going to shock the world at 3 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock California? That film was all over the world. How'd y'all know where to take it? Huh? How'd you know where to take it? And they're going to be showing this film all this week. Have y'all been seeing it? No. The next time you see it, look at the lighting. It look like it's Hollywood lighting. It looked like there's a floodlight on that so you can see it. Now, ask yourself a question. If that's one of the greatest pieces of film, or to shock the world, then how come they ain't never told you the name of the people that took that film? How come you don't see it? Because them two, when we checked out the two Australian couples, they were secret police from Australia heavily connected to the CIA. And now they died mysteriously. Now, that's what you're dealing with. When you live in a nasty, filthy, that have no shame. Now, we getting ready to get out of here. Brother Maddox. Yeah, come. Show you something. Let me show you what this shit's really about. What paper is that? Listen to this.
New York Times International.
Nigga, can't you talk like ghetto? If I want a PhD, I'd get my man. Y'all stand up, baby. Stand up. Y'all come here. Come on, let's. What a blessing. What a blessing. They carried my two little punky daughters to Africa. They were 7 years old and what year was that, you remember? 7. Yeah, 7. Now she's 54. And when I told them they was going to Africa, tell you the story, I told them they was going to Africa. Shoot, listen, take Gregory's show. Y'all going to Africa. We ain't going to Africa, they'll eat us. I swear to God, that's my truth. Huh? I didn't get upset, I just said, well, if you don't go to Africa, you can't go to Disneyland. So they went to Africa only, so they go to Disneyland. After going to Africa, they never went back to Disneyland. Now, I want y'all to hear this, and as you reading all this stuff about what happened out there to kids, you see the real deal. Listen to this. Right here at the top.
Okay.
Read the papers, man.
Okay, New York Times International, y'all.
There you go.
Los Angeles Police Department differed sharply with persecution.
Are you trying to slip into that other shit?
Okay, yes, sir. Los Angeles Police differ sharply with prosecutors on arrest totals.
Now listen to this now, because it's going shopping.
Los Angeles, May 9th, reflecting confusion that has capitalized responses to violence 10 days ago. Police officers said today.
Listen right here. Listen now.
Police officers said today that they had arrested 18,000 people.
Tuck your lip in. I think your lips are too big.
Yeah, that's true. 18,000 people
Listen
from
to
Wednesday
this
night,
now. Hear this.
April 29th. Okay, police officers said today they had arrested 18,000 people from Wednesday night, April 29th, the day that riots began.
How many did they arrest?
18,000.
How many? 18. Now listen to this, and then you see where that nigga was killed. What they say?
April 29th, the day riots began. Through the morning, but prosecutors said they could not account for as many as 10,000.
They took 10,000 niggas and took their arm. That's what that shit was about. Huh? And they dust this nigga up, and y'all so busy looking at these cops whooping the nigga. You don't see what they doing. They arrested 18,000. 200
said they could not account for as many as 10,000 people.
Now listen to this. Now listen to this talk.
We don't know who these people are.
Didn't happen. Listen, we don't know who they are.
Said James H. Kahn, the Los Angeles County
Bishop
Attorney.
become man.
This is a mystery to a lot of people.
Wait a minute, he's saying this is a mystery to a lot of people. Huh?
System right news.
Okay, that's what this is about. He's coming
You know what I mean? Yo,
They said this nigga, so he's out him at the mental hospital just for this evening, right? And I'm trying to treat your ass as normal and brought oh, sister getting worried now, right, Betsy? No nigga did look comfortable, didn't it? Look at that nigga crazy. Look at those white ass shoes he got on. Nigga think he a doctor. Cut your head open. This might be getting some brains. I walk down the steps with you though, baby. Vatican, y'all been reading that? Y'all been reading the Vatican scandal? No, I'm asking, have y'all been reading about it? Yeah, the butler. Here's the document he gave. I had it before the Pope, before the butler got it. That's the whole scandal in the Vatican. And now, here is this JFK Executive Order 11110. Y'all ever heard of it? Have we had to get rid of the Federal Reserve? Executive Order. Wait, am I talking? Do I have documents?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shut up. Executive Order 1110. Signed June 4, 1963. It was in effect in 6 months. Shot November 22nd, 63. Don't mess with the bank. Don't mess with the bank. Don't mess with the bank. They said, oh, his civil rights, wasn't it? Lincoln signed these executive orders to fight with what? The central bank. And they went in and killed him and made it look like it was slavery. The bank. That's what this is about. And if you got to read these same old ratty ass papers, New York Times ain't never printed this. Huh? Never printed this. So somewhere I say to you that you made a difference. That's how we got to where we are now. And white folks, in about 6 weeks, will be mayor of Washington, D.C. Y'all been following it? They busted the brother who was second in line if anything happened to the mayor. And now Mendelsohn took his place, and they're going to put handcuffs on the mayor. Vincent Ray. You ain't supposed to know it, nigga. What did they let you? How many channels y'all got in the goddamn mental hospital? They busted him for some shit 20 years ago with the lottery. And when they take him out of there in handcuffs, I tried to whisper in his ear and tell him. He didn't hear it. When they take him out, you have a white president of Washington, D.C. for the first time that never got one vote. Wow. That's how they work. And so somewhere, how many of y'all know about the indigo children? Let me see you. Indigo children. So all y'all talking about Jesus gonna be back there, they're already back. They come in the form of the indigo children. Huh? The indigo children, 1982. Then behind that is the crystal, and this year comes the 5th child. And the people I'm talking to think that 5th child is so well you can shoot it and they'll keep coming. That's what we got on this planet, beyond the indigo children. Huh? And few people ever heard of them. And they all among, they're in your house. You just think they empty and no respect for you. How can they have respect for you? They know who you are. Hmm? My granddaughter, she's a crystal, called me 6 months ago. Granddad, I need to talk to you about my mama, which is your daughter. That's the way they talk. I said, hey, what's wrong? She want me and my brothers and sisters to say yes and no and thank you and please. And I said, I'm going to call Granddad. What do you think? Tell her she a damn fool. And tell her to take her Christian Bible and see if Jesus ever said thanks. See if Queen Elizabeth ever said thanks. And see if God ever told you to say thanks and say, humble yourself. Huh? The mob will tell you thank you tonight and hug you and blow your car up 2 blocks away. But humility, you can't do that. You got money in the bank, you go write a check, the teller cash it, is that your money? And you got stupid enough to tell her thanks. She be thanking you, that's your money. Hmm? So somewhere, we have turned this around, but they haven't told you you have. Hmm? We've turned it around. Huh? Why do you think this brother and his, why do you think they can't kill them? They don't have no bodyguards. Huh? Jay-Z, them niggas need bodyguards. Hmm? Tupac and them need bodyguards. They walk all over the world. Huh? They can't kill them. Some people they can kill and some they can't. I've been knowing them. Huh? Y'all see them coming here all by themselves? Huh? And the price they have to pay. Huh? I mean, bright folks would never have nobody. You know, like me. When I was for sale, white folks wasn't buying. Now they're buying, I'm not for sale. They just waited too long. I can't even be rented. But you go to bed tonight and think about what's wrong with you and don't say I with a negative. That's a violation of God. That's God's name. When you say the Lord's Prayer and say amen, you really say And when you say, I am broke, I am hungry, you violate God, because God can't be broke and God can't be hungry. But in the old days, before you lost your spirit, them old black folks would never say, I with a negative. Say, girl, we sure is tired. You just started talking about it. Girl, we. And so I leave and I tell you, ladies, you got it. Just leave here tonight and know you got it. Don't leave here tonight worrying about how you're going to do this and how you're going to do that. And if you understand how smart you are, a lot of things you can be saying to us old dumb niggas, because we don't even understand what you're talking about. That's what happened with the governor out there in California with that Mexican baby. Huh? You saw it, didn't you? Yeah. Did it dawn on you? The baby is like, how old was the baby? Anybody know? 12. The boy spent 8 years as governor, and nobody knew about it till his terms was up. Huh? And it's his wife's fault. She didn't know how dumb that thug was. He came in there and said, honey, the maid wants a raise. She said, screw the maid. You gotta be careful what you tell these old dumb men. Oh my God, with your consent. I didn't know how smart my wife was till Kobe Bryant. When that white woman said he raped her, remember that? Colorado. And he went home and bought his wife a $4 million diamond ring. Y'all see that? Let me tell you, if a white woman tonight say I raped her in New York, and I'll go back home and give my old lady a $4 million diamond ring, she said, go back and get 2 more white women. Because she know wherever that ring come from, there's a matching necklace and bracelet. And so we leave you tonight and say thanks to the ones who's really been on the front line. The next time you hear some rappers get around folks that understand Africa. Rap came from Africa. Huh? The little ignorant niggas that go to join a Greek something. You ever seen them do the stomp? Yeah. No musical instruments. Huh? When I was a little boy, niggas be hitting their chest, hammer. That's rap. That's African. Huh? That's the way the tribes would talk. Huh? And the reason you don't understand it, because the rap today is not the same rap they needed then. And when you hear some bitches and hoes, that's what's in the ether. And I don't know why you blaming them. Black men is the only man on this planet that sings derogatory words about his black woman, and y'all call it the blues, and y'all dance to it. I caught my baby in bed with my best friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, give me some more. Shake your money, make it. What's your money? A vagina that God gave you to create another God, and when you sell it, it's called a money maker. And how many of y'all laugh and dance to that shit? But get you a hillbilly record. Get all of them, and you never heard that hillbilly can't read right say anything derogatory about that trailer lady he living with. Except, baby, I'm sorry. Now, he'll kill that hoe, but he ain't gonna sing about it. And that shit go out all over the world. And you can't blame that on the Klan. He heard a boy came out, your vagina, your son, your husband, your brother singing nasty stuff about you. Huh? Then why should anybody not try to feel your ass when you go to Germany and Mexico? I told him what a slut you was. Huh? And y'all think that's, and who's running it? A bunch of white corporations. Huh? That if they said that about a Jewish woman or an Italian woman, the nigga would be dead. Huh? Cedric the Entertainer. They write a script for him what he called King or Hope. And said Rosa Parks, she didn't do nothing. She just too tired to move her big fat black ass. Now you know a white boy wrote that, but Rosa Parks' ass ain't black. Huh? And yet y'all still going to the movies to see him. You take your damn children down to Disneyland to see a rat. But you ain't never carried him to King's grave, and had he not died, you wouldn't be welcome in Orlando. So all of you all that feel that way, in the next couple of years, you all won't even count. Because there's a new thing rolling now, and it ain't going to take no time to badmouth you. It's going to take time to take care of business. And y'all going to be out there trying to protect white folks. Oh, they didn't mean that. They didn't mean that. I told my mom, if I ever do anything wrong, go to jail, Mom. Please don't come see me. But you black mothers can be a mess. Boy, you just like your no good dad. Mom, I ain't confessing nothing, Mom. But Mom, it's still. Yeah, you just like your damn dad. I know you. Mom. And all y'all got them drug addict children out there, just send them some love and some prayers. I never done a drug. My oldest son, brilliant, hooked to crack. I said, I can't help you. Don't call me. I ain't never smoked a reefer. And don't call your mama. She ain't never drank a beer. Dad, you go all over the world helping folks, son. If the doctor told you you had a brain tumor, you would not call me to come to Dallas and cut your head open. Stop the emotional stuff. There's a universal energy out there. Tune into that. And stop being afraid. Crack, the #1 addiction in America is gambling. #2 is sex. How many of y'all gonna stop that? Huh? Especially you black men that's trying to get your manhood through your penis because a white boy reduced you to a bar, and then once you understand that that's a violation, then you understand how you 4% of America's population, but 82% of prostate cancer death is black men. God didn't give you a penis to see how big a man you are. You got to get in bed and want your woman to holler, get it to shut up. The louder she holler, the more man. No. There's the man over there sitting next to the lady that will walk up. He says, this is what it is. We're going to trace this back to here. Brother Maddox, that's the man. Okay, what kind of penis you got? That don't defy manhood at all. And all y'all leave here can change this whole thing around. It's going to take you a while. But you start tonight. And don't wait till somebody come in here. Just drop by here and find out. put some, those folks standing out there selling that black stuff. You ought to make sure you got every one of them. Where you think Maddox got his, where you think husband and wife over there got theirs. They didn't just wake up and had it, they studied for it, and now they got on records and tapes and books. Huh? And then you can see through the bullshit. Malcolm X, what was it, the book Malcolm, and what was the other movie? Roots, Alex Haley, didn't write none of that shit. Okay? Didn't write none of that shit. Mary Fisher, the senior editor of Playboy magazine, wrote it all. And to give you a shortcut, I'm sorry, the white boy wrote the book, The African. What was his name? You know him? Huh? One of the best books on that. White boy. Sued. Oh, all you got to do is the lawsuit against the author of The African, against Alex Haley, and the federal judge in court in New York, and that federal judge chastised that nigga, said, not only did you take it, Kunta Kinte came out of his book. You didn't change one word, and for that, you will pay him $650,000 today, or your ass is going to jail. Okay? And all the royalties that came off of all of that stuff, don't y'all remember when they killed Alex Haley? They had to sell their farm to pay off his debt. And y'all know? Do that sound like somebody getting royalties? Huh? And then this last book they did on Malcolm, what's that professor's name at Manning? That wasn't nothing but CIA. And to show you how dirty it was, the book was coming out on a Monday, the 4th, the same day King was killed, and they killed him. Okay, he didn't know. He thought. So you got some of them thugs up in them colleges writing that crap. And if you look at all that stuff in the book, all you got to do is look at the book. How many of y'all read the book? Go back and read it again, where you talk about Malcolm's father was married to was married to a black woman. Yeah. Well, who else back in the early 19th, who else was a nigga gonna marry? That's a white boy that wrote that. Okay? He didn't know that. Okay? And so when your spirit is right, you can pick up stuff, and you can pick up something you ain't supposed to have, you drop it and break it. You can walk out the house and you can't find your keys, there's an accident waiting for you, and the universe gonna get you off of it. So you in the house cussing, wondering where your keys are, who took my keys, and all of that. Now everybody got Alzheimer's disease, they can't remember nothing. I ain't never saw a nigga forget how to drive. He don't know who his wife is, he don't know where he live, but he ain't never, and loving a car is a mess, ain't it? So again, we say, we thank you. Outside, here, come by here and just hug them. And just say thanks. You don't know what they go through in the middle of the morning. You don't know what they're saying. They'll work their way out of it, but just for a few minutes, I just need somebody to hug me and say thanks. Huh? Just hug me and say thanks. And then things change. They're out here working for us. Huh? They're out here working for us. You think police brutality is bad now? Let it not have been a brother Maddox here. Yeah. So someone, come on, you come on, I'm getting ready to get out here. Thank you. Don't leave here with the same sickness you came with. Just drop it. And when you get home, make like you haven't got it. That's where confident men and women beat people out of money. They go in and act like they're the real thing. Huh? Just leave your cancer. Don't go home and stop taking your medicine now. But hold the medicine in your right hand and say to the universe, purify this. Whatever the side effects are, neutralize. And that's the person that made your whole body. That's a little chump thing for it to do. Your right hand in the energy about it. What'd you say, Brother Farley? I can't hear you.
I said, what you think of the Attorney General, Eric Holder, the crackers is coming out of that?
Man, you talk worse than this nigga here. Stand up and tell me.
I said, what do you think of the Attorney General, Eric Holder, the crackers are coming out everywhere?
No. What do I think? They fixing to put up an investigation on him. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about two things. Them hundreds of thousands of guns that went in there, and they making y'all think those are the Mexicans with their evil ass self that's causing that bloodbath. They doing them with our guns. And you can't sell hundreds of thousands of guns, this government, without somebody not knowing it. Now, the reason that's important, that's how these little Bloods and the Crips and the Black Panthers, that's how they get their guns the same way. I know it, because I've looked at it. In East St. Louis, the Blackstone Rangers, they said in East St. Louis from September to so-and-so at 9 o'clock, a train will derail. Y'all be there. And you heard the cops saying they're outgunning us. They got guns that we haven't seen. And the reason they do that, because 10, 20 years from now, they're going to be fighting wars where the enemy going to have them guns. And that's how they get practice now. And they'll get them hospitals in the neighborhood $5 and $6 million. Pay the doctors not even suspicious. And they'll let the military doctors come in and train with them, getting ready for them weapons. And then they just tell you it was a drive-by shooting. And we stupid enough to believe that. And so some kind of way, I'm not worried about Holder. He wasn't in there when that happened. So why is that nigga covering up? Because he's part of the government that was doing it. And when I let y'all know what happened, see, upstairs it ain't no Democrats or Republicans. And that's what they covering up. He wasn't there. That started under Bush. But he can't say that, because if you do, he'll die. He will die. And don't think he won't. And so somewhere, just follow it close and just ask yourself, the mightiest government in the world is selling not just one gun, hundreds of thousands of guns, and you see them bloodbaths up there. And so somewhere, and y'all have made a difference. This is open here now because you diehards that come here. They know you love them from somewhere.